I have a close relationship with Aquarius. I'm a rising Aquarius. So my chart ruler, I technically have two chart rulers because Aquarius is ruled by both Saturn and Uranus. So I love that this card broke down the meaning of both because I've been trying to figure out like which one feels more strong to me, but it is both. Aquarius gives us that ancient energy of Saturn. It's like it's embedded in the Aquarius energy that you have to do what's right. But then here comes Uranus, right? Like the new age. Uranus represents your higher wisdom. It's like galactic wisdom is how I talk about Uranus. So doing the responsible thing, but not how everyone else does it. Walking to the beat of your own drum, but making sure that everyone's taken care of and knowing that you are part of everyone. I love it. I love it. We're walking into the age of Aquarius. This is a humanitarian card, right? Like, I'm going to do what's best for me because when I do what's best for me, it benefits everybody. And I'm going to do what's best for everybody because by doing what's best for everybody is going to benefit me. It's a twofold. It has to work that way. And that happens when you're living authentically. Aquarius is the sign of the authentic person. It's Uranus. Like, Uranus doesn't give a truck. Super authentic. And if you're not feeling passionate about what you're doing with your time, what are you doing with your time? Why are you doing that? What can you do that does make you feel passionate about what you're doing? How can you give, like, what from you feels so good to do that can also benefit everyone else, right? Because when you start doing that, your community starts to form, your tribe starts to form. I just posted something on, Tracy, I'm holding up the deck so you could see. I just posted something on my Facebook yesterday. It was a screenshot from my journal from 3 years ago. It was the day of the Grand Conjunction. And I had no one to share it with because I didn't know any astrology people. I was so like, ooh, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, the Grand Conjunction was a conjunction at 0 degrees of Aquarius between Saturn and Jupiter. This happened on the solstice of 2020. It was like one of the notches that needed to be put into place to feel like the age of Aquarius. Whatever, I don't have specifics because it's more of a feeling, but like it's Aquarius energy. The Grand Conjunction, it happens every 20 years, but every 200 years it shifts the element that it occurs within. So for the previous 200 years, Jupiter and Saturn ruler of Aquarius, Jupiter expands it. For the last 200 years, Jupiter and Saturn had been meeting together in earth signs, expanding the responsibility of keeping things slow and pushed down and earthy and tangible, the importance of money. Then, in 2020, Saturn and Jupiter came together at 0 degrees of Aquarius, ushering in the next 200-year cycle of Saturn and Jupiter meeting together in air signs, inventions, new ideas, relationships, communication, working together, especially starting at 0 degrees of Aquarius. It was just like such this thing. So the point of my story is that I was journaling about that because to me, I was like, this is the point of life right now. This is what matters to everyone. And I can see it. And there was no one around me who knew what I was talking about. And I felt so lonely. And I felt like I wanted a connection so bad. And so I journaled about it and I was like, oh, I wish I had people in my life and whatever. And so I posted it on my Facebook yesterday and I was reflecting like 3 years ago, I was super lonely, but I was authentic and I was doing what I wanted to do. And then I started sharing what I love doing with Insight Timer, right? I have to give so much props to Insight Timer. This is where my whole following comes from. But I started just talking about it and sharing it and doing it. And it didn't all start just how I'm doing it now. You know, I started teaching yoga on Insight Timer. And then I started doing astrology-based yoga classes because that's what I liked. I was a PE teacher who liked astrology. So why not teach, right? And then like I picked up some of my tribe, and then I started shifting and I started pulling oracle cards, and I was doing Reiki on Insight Timer, and then I picked up some of my tribe, and then now I just come on here and I don't even remember how long I've just been doing astrology and oracle. But that's it. Like, I'm just sharing what I authentically love to do, and I'm giving it freely, and it's resonating with the people it's meant to resonate with, and it's benefiting you. It's collaboration. It's equal benefit. Does that make sense? That was super passionate. Like that, I love sharing my story also. That's so cool that all made sense and came out. And I share this kind of stuff to show you guys that it's possible for anyone. Like, you can literally change your stars. You have full control over how your life goes based off of your choices and your actions and your mindset around it, you know? I could have gotten stuck in that woe is me, no one's like me, I don't have anyone to talk about. I could have talked about that. I could have told everyone in my life, yeah, but no one's like me. But no, F that. I hopped on here. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I'm like, I want to try this. I want to do this. And there it goes. I've been teaching on Insight Timer for 2 years. I also just want to share quickly about my friend. One of my best friends right now, I met because she did the same thing. She was feeling lonely, a lack of community. She was also thinking about this stuff, and she's like, I have no one to talk about this stuff with. So she started a meetup group. If you don't know the website Meetup, anyone can start a meetup group. She started a group for 5D hiking. And I was like, that's me. That is what I like to do. And I saw the group come up and I was like, yes, please, first one. And the first day we went hiking, she asked me if I want to be friends with her. I said yes. And now she's created this community. There's like hundreds of people in the group. You know, maybe like 5 or 6 come to each hike. It doesn't matter. But like, she's created that community because she had a longing for something, and she followed her authentic needs. She wanted to talk about higher teachings. She wanted to talk about this philosophy, 5D energy stuff, and she likes to hike. So she's like, here, this is what I want to do. You can do it with me if you want. Here's the platform to do it. So that's this energy that the Galactic Center is giving us today. This is probably one of the craziest downloads I've had in a long time. The Galactic Center, the center of the galaxy, wants you to be authentically you and just share it. No expectations, just share it because you like doing it. You'll automatically attract the people who want what you have. You don't need to search for them. I don't market myself. I despise marketing. I let my energy market for me. Just share it. We all have a unique gift, right? And it is difficult to find that gift, especially when you're using your energy to do what you've been told to do by society. It's not a recipe for success. Like, the model that we've been taught is not gonna get you anywhere. It might if you want to dedicate your entire life to working your ass off. That's not for me, though. I know I can make it happen easier, and so can you.